So last part, I left speaking about how someone from TIGSource made a video of himself and his son playing through Roopit and Boopit. I'll leave a link for you in the description if you want to see the video. You can see what it looked like. It looks pretty different. The video, it taught me a lot. Well, for starters, I saw a lot of glitches in the game that I just never realised were there. And a few bits in different levels that were just a lot more frustrating than I had thought they would be. So it taught me that when you're making a game and you play it all the time, you get this sort of warped sense of what it's actually like to play the game. You sort of end up more like a speedrunner of it than a normal person, and you don't come across the same problems that normal players do. So with this guy playing the game with his son, I thought maybe I should actually make a different difficulty mode in the game. So I called it child mode at the time because, well, this is what gave me the idea to do it. And I just wanted to have a version where you could play with like an 8-year-old and it would still be doable. So all it did was just slow down the enemies, slow down the projectiles. So the good news was from this video, even though I could see a lot of flaws in the game, it still seemed like it was a lot of fun. It's a bit hard to tell how much of that is just because two-player games are inherently more fun because you have a social interaction element to it. But overall I was still pretty happy with just how fun the game sort of seemed to be. And on itch.io, there was still a few more people getting back to me with feedback, and one of the things that was starting to come out now was people didn't have anyone to play with and they wanted to try the game. So this was when lockdown started being a thing. So I was thinking of ways that I could accommodate these people. And the first idea was just to make a whole nother set of single player levels. It didn't really work the way I wanted it to, because the core mechanic of this game is pretty hard to do single player. Like, you've got these two different characters working together. So what I ended up landing on was I'll just play through all the levels by myself, which I already was, but just every level I made from then, I made sure it was beatable with one player. So I was designing levels that were meant to be played with two people, but were also beatable with one person. So the solo player version was more just like of a challenge for people. And with the ability to slow down the game that I implemented, it made that a bit easier too, so you could even not have to make it that hard a challenge. So most of the people who tried it solo did manage to get through the first world, with the exception of perhaps the boss. Only a few people could manage to beat that.